Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Vishwabhushan Harichandan ji, my colleagues from Raj Bhavan, Joint Secretary Shyam and other officers, Mukesh Tripathi, Director AIMS, Mangalgiri, and the senior representatives of reputed organizations, which we have called today, which we have invited today to participate in this webinar, which is most relevant to the times that we are facing. A warm welcome to all of you, and I thank you for accepting the invitation. And through their influence, he has been trying to create a situation of caution in the society. Today again, Honorable Governor desired to have a meeting with the well-known and reputed organizations, including the UNDP, UNICEF, working in the state, IRCS, RDT, Rotary Club. About 14 organizations have been selected to participate today, give their views, opinions, advice, and what they are planning, contemplating to do to deal with such a situation, and share their views with all the other people, so that a concerted effort can be led by the Honorable Governor to deal and prevent the third wave. So first I would request our esteemed guest, Dr. Mukesh Tripathi, is Director of Holiday Institute of Medical Sciences, Mangalgiri. I request him to give an overall picture of the situation, and so that we can initiate the discussion further, and from there we will go to the other participants of the meeting. Thank you, Dr. Mukesh.
Good morning. सर्वप्रथम महामहिम गवर्नर साहब को मेरा सादर प्रणाम. I'm really it was a surprise phone when I received from JS Saab that I have to take a webinar addressing various agencies who are involved regarding awareness of the COVID-19. Now, this term has definitely become a household term for in all over India. That is, so awareness is not lacking. So, and I thought that I will prefer to have an interactive session rather than.
Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh and the President, Indian Red Cross Society, Andhra Pradesh State Branch, Manya Shri Dr. Vishwabhushan Harichandan ji, and all the dignitaries, Namaskaram. I am Dr. Sridhar Reddy, Chairman, Indian Red Cross Society, Andhra Pradesh Branch, and we have Sri Ashwini Kumar Parida ji, General Secretary, AP State Branch. So Andhra Pradesh Red Cross is functioning under the command and leadership of Honorable Governor Sir, and more than 10,000 volunteers of AP Red Cross rendered humanitarian services during the first wave and second wave of COVID pandemic. Here are some of the seminal awareness and relief programs. Andhra Pradesh Red Cross established a 24 hours emergency control room with a dedicated toll-free number. Awareness programs have
possible to meet the challenges posed by the third wave. We must all stop the third wave from coming, and for that, community surveillance, enforcing COVID appropriate behavior are the two cardinal points on which we should focus in our strategy. Thank you for the opportunity given for us to participate in this webinar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Government General Secretary. Red Cross, I would tell that have been doing great service to the state in the last 1 year in terms of their contribution towards COVID management at their own level. I would now request the Rotary AP, Ramarao, please give his opinion and advice.
Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity given to us to represent the Rotary Clubs of Andhra Pradesh. being the governor of this district 3020, consisting of 6 revenue districts of Andhra Pradesh: Krishna, East Godavari, West Godavari, Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, and Vijayanagaram districts. We are having 4,500 members, 75 clubs across these 6 revenue districts. We have extended our support during this pandemic, the first wave and second wave, supporting with oxygen concentrators, oxygen cylinders, sanitizers, masks, and providing COVID beds to the hospitals and some other association which are supporting this facilities for COVID patients and distribution, and also food packets to their patients and as
infection due to expected third wave of COVID-19, in particular in the state. It is very fortunate to have our Governor of Andhra Pradesh as President of Bharat Scouts and Guides State Association and showing his endeavor for creation of awareness among the public. This is the appropriate time.
Namaskar to Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, and good afternoon to everyone who are here. And I'm Visha Ferrer from Rural Development Trust and RDT. He is an NGO founded in 1969 and based in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. We work in almost 4,000 villages in both states. In the field of education, women empowerment, disability inclusive development, permanent housing, rural hospitals, sports and development, and ecology sustainable livelihoods. RDT has been at the forefront of the fight against COVID, working closely with the government authorities. Our hospital, Batilpalli, has treated close to 9,000 COVID positive patients. This is equipped with 350 beds with central oxygen supply. A 500 LPM oxygen generators has been installed.
UNDP GY project under the Commissioner Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation to support the state of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, it's my pleasure to take part in this webinar on COVID-19 awareness. First, I wish to give information on our activities in brief. So we are implementing Sustainability Resilience Program of UNDP GY project. We have established Sustainability Resilience Unit for this purpose and its 4 cells related to environment, climate, disaster management and human resource development under the Commissioner GVMC as an autonomous and self-sustained entity. Our main objectives are mainly related to institutional strengthening, improve community resilience and support to the government in our functional areas and sustainable development goals including health and well-being. For COVID-19 prevention and control activities during first wave and second wave, we have been involved in planning, contact with
Request my colleague Mr. Shyam Prasad to for vote of thanks on behalf of the Governor and Raj.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the valuable message and sharing your views and emphasizing on the role of all the NGOs in guiding and creating awareness and preparedness for preventing the third wave of COVID. And we also thankful to Director AIMS, Dr. Mukesh Tripathi Garu, who has spent his valuable time and given a detailed overview of the third wave of COVID and steps should be taken to prevent the menace. Thank you, sir. And I'm also thankful to all the NGO organizations who have participated in this webinar. And we have immensely pleasure to acknowledge the service rendered by you and contributed your services in the previous COVID case. And we hope that you will carry the message of the Honorable Governor and play a vital role in creating the awareness to prevent the third wave of COVID and make the AP role model to eradicate this pandemic. I once again thank everyone. Jai Hind.
I extend warm welcome to Dr. Mukesh Tripathi, Director, All India Institute of Medical Science, Mangalgiri, dignitaries representing various non-governmental organizations in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you for participating in this webinar on creating awareness among people on the steps to be taken to prevent third wave of COVID-19 and to strengthen the resolve of the center and the state government in the fight against the pandemic. As you all are very much aware, the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is being felt across all sections of the society, and the authorities are making all efforts to curb spread of the virus and minimize its impact on the people in terms of economy, industry, education, etc. With the lessons learned from the first wave of COVID-19 pandemic, authorities have been able to ramp up health infrastructure by mobilizing ventilators, hospital beds, PPE kits, etc. And as a result, many lives have been saved during the second wave. Thanks for our scientists and research community. Viable vaccines against the virus have been developed both within the country and abroad. By organizing rapid vaccination programs all over the country, many lives have been protected by vaccination of the targeted population during the second wave. We have also been able to overcome shortage of medical oxygen supplies by setting up oxygen plants at major hospitals, by diversion of industrial oxygen to various locations, by operating special oxygen express trains, by quickly responding to the locals. However, it should be noted that the problems of the first wave were not found in the second wave, and the problems of the second wave may not surface in the third wave. People have also become aware of the adverse effect of COVID-19 pandemic and have been diligently following the COVID-appropriate behavior, such as wearing mask, maintaining social distance, using hand sanitizer, etc., and proactively coming forward to take the vaccination. The 2020 academic year has been shaped by declines of results of various keyboard examinations through by not conducting physical examinations. Governments are making efforts to go ahead with commencing the next academic year by adopting hybrid system of conducting classes partly by physical attendance and partly through online classes. At a time when it is felt that the impact of the second wave is receding and people started getting back to their day-to-day activities and life is coming to normalcy with restrictions being relaxed by the authorities, emergence new variants of COVID-19 virus such as Delta and Delta Plus and cases has become a cause of concern among the health experts and government authorities. According to the World Health Organization, the Delta variant of SARS-CoV-2 has shown higher transmissibility than other mutant variants of concern identified to date. Because of the ongoing vaccination program, there could be less hospitalization in the next wave. The effectiveness COVID-19 vaccines against the new variants is still under study and children below 18 years are yet to be vaccinated. In these circumstances, non-government organizations such as yours has an important role to play in creating awareness among the people and the society to prevent occurrence of third wave of COVID-19. With the unprecedented challenge posed by the impending third wave of COVID-19, organizations such as the ones represented by you have a key role to play with two prolonged approach by guiding eligible unvaccinated people to get vaccinated on urgent basis and creating awareness on following COVID appropriate behavior. NGOs have the experience, expertise, and resources required to deal with such situations as you are guided by service motto and to serve the society with dedication through selfless service in your respective field of operation. I am aware that each of your organizations functions in a specialized area of operation and service to the society, such as blood donation, assistance to dementia and Alzheimer's patients, TB patients, education to poor and orphan children, women's empowerment, etc. Some of the NGOs also have trained medical personnel available with them. I urge you all to respond to the urgent call of duty to create awareness among the people to prevent third wave of COVID-19 by expanding the horizon of your areas of operation. Several NGOs have already partnered with the government authorities in providing COVID-19 related services by distribution of oxygen concentrators, medicine kits, food packets, etc. to the needy COVID patients. The areas in which the service of NGOs would be more useful would be to guide and extend help to eligible unvaccinated people to get vaccinated by going to the nearest vaccination center without further delay. Creating awareness on COVID appropriate behavior among the people, such as wearing a mask, maintaining social distance, regular hand wash, etc. By preparation of information, education, communication, material, by printing and distribution of pamphlets and posters in local language. Advise people to contact 104 call center in case of any COVID-related symptoms. Awareness also need to be created among people who have already been vaccinated that it is still necessary to adhere to COVID appropriate behavior by wearing masks, maintain social distance, regular hand wash, etc., even after vaccination. Crowd gathering, mixing of people, increased social activity without following COVID appropriate behavior is considered to be a major contributing factor for the onset of the third wave around the world. I earnestly appeal to all to design awareness campaign programs and engage each member of your organization for effective communication among the people and to caution them on the need to prevent occurrence of the third wave. The most important factor in preventing spread of the virus locally is to create awareness among people with the right information and taking precautions as per the advices being issued by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare from time to time. In this regard, we should remember the five-fold strategy advocated by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, that is testing, tracing, treatment, COVID-appropriate behavior and vaccination, as it is the only solution to effectively fight against new variants of COVID-19 virus. I solicit your support to create awareness among people on the measures to be followed to prevent third wave of COVID-19 by protecting themselves, their family members, and the society. Protecting lives and ensuring welfare of all citizens is a top priority for the government, and all entities of the government are working with utmost devotion to deal with any situation that may arise. Active cooperation of everyone in the society is a key factor to accomplish the onerous task of hand to defeat the virus. As the COVID-19 situation is evolving rapidly, we all should be prepared to meet the pace of the challenge at the same speed. The current pandemic situation demands that we need to stand united and face this challenge in a responsible and effective manner by supplementing efforts of the government. Before conclusion, I would like to reiterate my appeal to you all that your active participation in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic will go a long way in prevention of the third wave. Here I would like to mention that only 15 organizations have participated in this seminar, and so many other organizations are still outside who are also having their social work and have done a lot of work during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is my honest appeal to all the organizations, government-sponsored, non-government, and other social organizations, to come forward, create awareness among the people so that we can fight unitedly and will not allow COVID-19 pandemic, the third layer, to come to the state of Andhra Pradesh. Let Andhra Pradesh be a role model in this respect, so that other states will follow Andhra Pradesh. And ultimately, we will fight against this COVID-19 throughout the country, and it will be complete eradication of COVID-19 pandemic from the whole country. Therefore, it is my honest appeal to the organizations, to the people, to have all sorts of restraint, obey all the guidelines which are given by the central government and the state government, and fight successfully, save the people, save your society, save your family, and so that it will be a great achievement for you all. Thank you all. Jai Hind.